So, are you saying that if someone had a dragon, how they save the dragon? I'm confused.
He's trying to say like Bad the Titans.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, no, yes, that's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna be able to increase your stats by fighting, by taking damage, by flying, by doing all of that. That's what increase your stats. But also, like I said, you can build upon that with your kids and where, because obviously that's gonna pass down to your kids. There's gonna be a chance, a higher chance you pass down to your kids. But like I said, obviously, if you nest with your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother, there's a chance that it's not gonna be passed down, but it actually might make it worse. So yeah, you can gain skills by doing stuff in the game, and obviously just your dragon gets stronger. But obviously you still want to nest because you can pass that down to your kids, and then they can build upon what you've built on. Yeah, essentially. So would it be if you? Oh, I see what you're saying. So if you kill environmental things, you won't get skills if you kill the dragons. And you're talking about basically that's like Path of Titans, where you, uh, yeah, I know, but yeah, but isn't that like Path of Titans? When you die, you don't lose your whole dinosaur, but you just okay. So with that, so someone did ask me that same question, and obviously, I wanted it to be like obviously when you die, then you lose your obviously your whole dragon, and then you start again basically. Um, but I can have a think about that because I want it to feel like I want it to feel like I want you to care about your dragons. I want you to feel attached to them. I want you to not want to die. So that's kind of how I want the game to be. That you have your dragon, you want to stay alive. So I need to see how I can balance that because if you know that if you die, oh well, you can keep a little bit of your dragon even if you die. So you kind of balance it. Oh, I like that. You know what? I like that actually. We could do something like that. Do you know what? That's I like that. You know, I think we might do something like that because that's a good alternative. Kind of best of both worlds. Okay, let me just. That's interesting still. Okay, I like that actually. To be fair, I like that. So we can try and implement something like that into the game. But obviously, I'm gonna talk more about it. Like obviously with the devs and everything. But yeah, we can actually implement something like that. Bro said, "What does the fuck say?" Maybe make PvP zone like if you fly over a certain area, it's a PvP zone. Have some quests in there to be risky, and after you leave, you're vulnerable for 10. So the thing is, I kind of want there not to be a PvP zone or a save zone or anything like that. Because I'm gonna be honest, guys, the map is massive. Like it's so big that we're probably gonna need more than 100 people to actually be on the map. Um, a server setting. What do you mean? Oh yeah, yeah, no, I see you saying. But I'm just saying like for official servers because we are got yeah, 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 yeah. But we will have different servers. But essentially the map is gonna be massive. So obviously, if you want to hide and be in your own little world, you can easily. But we're gonna try and up the player size to at least 200, um, and it's still gonna be pretty big. But with the safe zones and then the PvP zones, I'm not too sure about that because I don't want you guys to feel safe. I want you guys to feel obviously like you get me. I'm playing, I'm trying to survive, and anything can happen. But at the same time, you guys do have freedom. The map is massive. If you want to fly to the edge of the map, you can. There will be some caves. There will be some hidden features. In fact, let me not say too much, but there will be some hidden features where things happen. And just to say, the map is dynamic. So what I mean by dynamic is that things on the map changes. So we're gonna have seasons where, let's say, for example, the seasons is from spring to winter, and that's gonna be spread over the week. So let's say Monday to Tuesday is spring, Wednesday, Thursday, summer, then so on, so on. And then the seasons affect the map. So sometimes there might be tsunamis, sometimes there might be meteor showers, sometimes there might be a tornado. So the map changes, the look of the map changes, the river changes, even the ocean changes. At nighttime, the tide is going to go back. At daytime, the tide is going to come back in. So the map is dynamic, and obviously it makes you guys feel like it's alive. Yes.
Will there be any like underwater caves that could be explored when the tide goes out?
Exactly, but like I said, I can't say too much. But
Yeah,
let.
it'd just be really if there was an air pocket and one and someone got stuck in it. Air pocket. No tigers
No, but 100% like we want you guys to feel like the map is alive. And yes, the breeding system is also going to be affected by the seasons. 100%, it will be affected by the seasons. There'll be a time where it's easier to make eggs, and there'll be a time where sometimes you can't produce eggs. And I said this earlier, so I can say this. Where how we're gonna do the breeding system, your dragons need to get pregnant first before you can build a nest. So obviously you're gonna be pregnant, flying around for a little bit, and then afterwards you can build a nest and then lay your eggs. And but the
Would that make it heavier or harder to do things?
yes, the female is going to be slightly slower. So obviously, if you're in a clan, you want to protect your females, or if you're solo, you want to hide.
Another thing about that sometimes females get very aggressive. They can
Y'all
increase
are good at that.
damage with that.
Pretty sure.
Also, here's the funny fact I always know about this game before Ragnarok decided to go on. When in the alpha version of the Dragons, Jo had a belly system that grows her flattens the thing from her. You can also use that for your breeding stuff too.
Yeah, no, we got several plans. Obviously, we're trying to make it unique and different. But yeah, no, I like the way the breeding system's looking, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna make you want to obviously nest. But also, I'm also thinking about the solo players. So I feel like there's gonna be certain dragons. Actually, do you know what? Let me not even say this for this stream, but I'll say another time. But we are thinking about solo dragons, and maybe let's say. Actually, let me not even talk too much. I'm saying too much, but I'm saying too much. But yeah.
If you're on a roll, keep going.
But yeah. So I think what spoken about the flight system, the momentum system. We've spoken about the breeding system, and then the skins. Well, I can't say this. So in regards to the skin, there's going to be obviously we're gonna have custom skins for like our Kickstarters and Patreon and everything. But then in game we're gonna have dynamic skins. What this means is that you can almost have a different variation of the same skin in the game. So obviously if you nest, say you're a red dragon, you nest with a green dragon, then those skins will mix and create a different variation or pattern or something. Um, that's different from our custom skins that we make for Kickstarters and Patreon. But I wanted to make like the breeding system for the skins dynamic, where some skins you can unlock with obviously the Kickstarter, the Patreon, but you can also unlock skins by doing quests. So you unlock a certain skin by doing a quest, and then if you breed that skin with a different skin from someone else that they locked doing a different quest, it can create a different new skin, if that makes sense. And that also goes on with Kickstarters. If Kickstarters have like a special skin, and then another Kickstarter has a different special skin, and then they nest, they can create a whole new skin from, obviously, from those two skins. So we're trying to make that dynamic as well. We're trying to make like the whole world, the dragons, the skins, the quests feel dynamic, feel like it's part of the world. Almost like, for example, a good inspiration I took from was Red Dead Redemption 2, because I wanted to feel, I want the world to feel alive. I want the dragons to feel alive. I want it to make sense. I want it to be kind of realistic as well.
I have an idea. They've also from quote unquote for like fixing DLC and all that stuff
Yeah.
as a skin. So I noticed Rust did this with certain example camouflage stuff. Instead of that, have it be extra flashy so it sticks out as a sore thumb. Meanwhile, the in-game one is the earned is the one that has the camouflage and stuff. So it's earned in game, not paid.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I like that.
People sometimes are colorblind and have a hard time seeing stuff.
I feel you. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't know whether I should give you guys a sneak peek or not. We'll see.
It's up to you.
How much do you
We'll see. We'll see. Don't worry, Papi. Don't worry. But we'll see. But yeah. Let's see. What can I talk about? I think.
Oh, I just have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Will any of the dragons have a glow to them? Like, I know there are the water dragon, for instance. Like, if he goes a certain depth, will he have a certain glow to him? Like, maybe a bioluminescence pattern on him?
So in regards to the glow, we're trying to avoid glowing dragons, but what we will have is
It wouldn't be a bright glow, it would be dull. It would just
yeah.
be like this is a little pattern that plays on it.
Oh, I have another idea sparked with that idea to glow.
Wait. So, but we're gonna have is that, for example, certain dragons, their skin will kind of glisten in the sunlight, like Twilight. If you've watched Twilight, certain dragons will glisten in the sunlight, but it's only certain types of
Or like the Blade Fury.
yeah, or only certain type of dragons. There will be some dragons where I guess you can see the glow when they're about to make a breath attack. For example, the water dragon, you can see steam come. Well, you're going to be able to see steam coming out, like bubbling from its chest, and then obviously coming out towards its mouth. You see steam come out the mouth before it actually lets loose, and then that's like a boiling hot water. But
I got an idea
yeah,
for the bioluminescent idea.
yeah, go for it.
Water dragons could have like they're gonna be like deep sea dragons, or
Mm.
like that, or they surface to it.
So there's different type of water dragons. We have obviously the ones where they're gonna be on the surface, like basically normal wyverns that spit out water. We're also gonna have like we're gonna have like dragons that actually live in the water and basically main the water, like almost like a croc dragon, if that makes sense. So the more in depth of it, like.
Then in that case, make it so water eating animals to the underwater dragon, like the anglerfish.
We could have a dragon like that, to be fair. Um, Someone asks, is there going to be a save log system? Yeah, there will be. As obviously, you're gonna lie down for probably a minute, and then your time will be ready, and then you can save log. And there's gonna be drakes. We're gonna have drakes. They're gonna be different type of drakes. We're gonna have like lizard kind of drakes. We're gonna have mammal type of drakes, and then we're gonna have like dragon types of drakes. And the drakes obviously do different things. Some drakes we would climb trees or rocks, and some drakes obviously are gonna be good swimmers. Some drakes can do bleed. Some drakes no, it's not worse. And some drakes can obviously take away your stamina, your armor, and we will have multiple different types of drakes. But what are you saying? Real?
For drakes, you would have it that drakes are not affected by the season. They can nest all the time. That way,
Mm.
He wants certain because drakes have the unfortunately of having hook wings.
So what we
They have a very great disadvantage between sea and
Alright, so what we are going to do for the drakes, because I did think about that, because the map is massive, and I'm just going to say this here. With our fastest dragon, from you to go one side of the map to the other side of the map, it's going to take 25 minutes. With our fastest dragon. So it's pretty big. So that's why I said, like, that's why we have to probably make it 200 players, because you guys might not even see much people if it's 100. So, and obviously, if we're talking about drakes, it might take a drake an hour to get to the other side of the map. So what I decided to do is that
I was talking about numbers. You want big drakes very common, have it so that seasons don't affect them.
but that depends on the players, isn't it? Because some players might like playing drakes more than others.
Of course, that's what it means. But that way, drakes are the most populated dragon type.
You could-
How many? I have a question.
You go for it.
Yeah. How many years have you been learning Blender for? Because I've been learning it for like 3 months now. I've only been learning
You, I think that's a question for you. I don't think. I don't think it's Blender.
I actually haven't learned Blender yet. I work in Maya, and this is actually ZBrush, and I've been doing it for 5 years.
That's very good skill right there.
Very
Thank you
good. I
very
mean,
much.
it's like professional almost.
He's really good.
Thank you. It means a lot.
So you. But yeah, no. So with the drakes, our gigantic dragon, the biggest dragon we have, are gonna be able to pick up drakes. And obviously, you can use that in your clan or whatever for whatever reason.
Wow, that's good.
Don't you know all dragons are born that way?
It's a bird.
David,
David,
Yeah.
No, I just got stuck in a construction zone.
So what you saying, Kai?
Can you talk about how long each dragon will take to grow?
Mm.
Like an hour or so, or like a couple of days?
So a drake will probably take an hour. Our fire dragon is probably gonna take 2 hours and 30 minutes. The biggest dragon probably gonna take like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, will you be able to possibly boost the growth of speed with quests?
Yes. So the more you move around already, even without quest, you're gonna have a boost because you're exploring. So if you stay still, you're gonna grow slower. But if you move around, you're gonna grow faster. Then if you do quest, it's gonna boost your obviously the different quests will help you boost different stuff. But ultimately, it's still gonna boost your growth on top of the moving around growth. Like different quests
So
might.
how does it
Go for it.
how does it register the moving around? Like, cause one person could just stand in one spot and just walk in a circle.
So it registers it by the zones you go in. For example, if you fly from one biome to the next biome, it's gonna register that you moved from this distance to that distance. Because in Unreal, we can see like the distance you moved. So even if you walk in a circle for maybe 10 hours, you've not moved anywhere in Unreal. So the more you moved, will be calculating the distance, then obviously it's gonna help you grow. Because we are gonna have there's gonna be certain holes slash caves and almost like a kind of a tunnel ecosystem that is just for babies and that they can go and hide in. So it's like a hiding hole for the babies. Babies could run in, hide in there from the adults until they get to a certain stage of growth that they're not gonna be able to grow anymore unless they get out of the cave. And then obviously they can do whatever. Yeah, nah. Juvies, we're gonna make sure Juvies can actually fight. We wanna make sure Juvies actually they can do something. Um, Essentially, I kind of wanted to make it where there's gonna be Juvies and sub adults, and then obviously the adults. So almost like the owl. The sub adults, yeah, basically the sub adults are kind of faster than the adults, but obviously adults are stronger.
Will there be anything over an adult?
There will be elders, yeah. There will be elders. And the elders, the order system is going to be very unique, but I can't even talk about that just yet.
So how small? Like you have big dragons, and do you have any smaller ones?
Yes, we do. We actually do have a couple of dragons that you guys haven't seen yet, but we will obviously reveal to you guys soon. We're gonna have a dragon that can shoot plasma. We're gonna have dragons that can go invisible. We're gonna have dragons that could run up walls. We're gonna have dragons that can shoot gas. It's gonna be different variation of dragons.
I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be a nice human.
No, it's not. It's not gonna be a it's not gonna be a toothless. I'm sorry, guys. But no, it's not gonna be a toothless. But there will be different variation of dragons, and I want to make sure that each dragon are able to work with other dragons and obviously make it feel good. Cause I like clan fights. Like you guys, most of you guys know me. I like PvP. I like those big battles, fighting with your friends, all of that. So I want to have that kind of feeling in the game. I want you to be able to say, yo guys, there's 10 dragons at Grand Lake, and you guys get together and you go fight. So I'm gonna make sure PvP is fun. Obviously, PvE is obviously where I'm just gonna make the map look beautiful and obviously have certain things to do. With PvE, there's gonna be doing quests, there's gonna be systems, and there's gonna be AI that can actually attack you in the water and on land. We're also gonna have a migrating herd, so there's gonna be a herd of AIs that migrate the whole map. So obviously they're gonna stay in the same spot.
Will there be any healer dragons, or will you just heal by like certain quests or things you eat?
So eventually in the future we will have healer dragons. Obviously the more you eat, like the higher your hunger is, you're gonna heal faster. We also will have an interaction system. So if you're sitting next to another dragon, you guys can kind of, I guess, kind of nuzzle each other, and that will help you heal a bit faster as well and slow down your bleed.
So like a group healing.
Yeah.
Hey Dave, I got an idea for the healing as well.
Go for it.
You know the classic bleeding system. If you're bleeding like gallons of blood at a time, like 3 droplets, and you're on death's door, sit right down and you're on incapable of dying. Your HP will just stay locked to one the entire time until someone bites you, of course.
Wait, say it again.
So in the classic Isle,
Mhm.
there's a bleeding system that I'm not sure if they got updated yet, but if you are say at death's door, exactly like 1
Mhm.
HP,
Mhm.
as long as you're sitting down, you don't bleed out.
I see what you mean. I don't know about that one, but I don't know. Mm. But yeah, nah.
It's a good idea because it prevents the griefers from griefing someone to death. There's the fact that you got like vulture bleed on them.
Now, what do you mean? Like, got, if someone got like a lot of bleed, then they probably just lost the fight.
Someone that just died, example, and
Mm.
they're angry, they're mad, and all that. They get on to let's say a false account
Mhm.
just to bleed someone out.
Oh, I see what you mean.
They can't revenge kill
I,
because there's a mechanic that prevents it.
I see what you mean. And we're using C++, which basically we're just using blueprints. We're using Aura Engine, just putting a lot of blueprints together. Um, so yeah, I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. To be fair, but the thing is, we're gonna have a system, obviously, where I want, for example, if you're solo, there's gonna be certain dragons that are gonna be good solo. Like I'm gonna make sure that the solo players are able to play the game. But certain dragons are better for solo players than others. For like fire dragon and other dragons, they might need a group to help them. So if say you get low and you need help, and if you're in a clan, obviously your clan can help you. If you're solo, if obviously you killed someone, I would just advise moving to a different spot. That's what I would do.
I understand that. I also thought of this as well. instead of just doing that, you could eat a mushroom or two or something then you can't just die completely entirely. You're still you're not recovering any HP. It disables that too, but you know.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it, to be fair. Think about it.
Because that would be a very good mechanic and not even implemented, but they never did.
Yeah. I would definitely think about it. And there is going to be mutation mechanic. And I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not seeing a lot of things that you guys are saying in the chat, sorry about that. There will be mutations mechanic where obviously some dragons, and in fact, yeah,
Eyeball giantism, stuff like that.
in, in fact, the mutations are going to affect how you kind of look as well. So it's not just going to be your stats. Some mutation will affect. You might look a little bit weird from the Hachis. You might look a little bit different from your brother or sister.
Dave,
Yeah.
here's an idea as a mutation.
Yeah.
You know the current bug that dragons get when they sometimes log in or just hatch? They look like their jaws are dislocated, their eyes are dark on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
You can use that as a mutation for existence.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's a meme on
That is.
Some people are gonna be breeding ugly babies on purpose.
Yeah, that's.
Memes are the soul.
No, definitely there will be some mutations that will affect maybe the color of your eyes. Maybe one wing is a bit shorter than another wing. Some mutations gonna affect certain stuff like that. And as well, guys. So because we're making the game realistic, yeah. Certain dragons that are bigger and certain dragons are smaller. So back again to the momentum system. The smaller dragon's gonna be easier to take off from the ground. The bigger dragons are gonna be slower to take off, and you can actually feel the weight. It's not just gonna be instant. Obviously, the ASDs, the Drakes. Why did I say ASD? The Drakes are going to obviously use that to their advantage.
But would the drakes possibly, well, depending on what type it is, have like a jump boost, or they could charge their jump and jump higher, but it'll take a lot more stamina?
So some Drakes are able, when they crouch, they can go invisible, they can camo. Some Drakes will climb trees and I guess do a jump onto dragons, flying past dragons. So some Drakes will have certain abilities that actually gives them a boost. And some Drakes can obviously latch onto dragons. All of that. How would you guys get a handle on hackers? 100 clips before. So no, so we're not gonna do anything like that. Obviously, if someone's hacking, and obviously we have proof that hacking, obviously gonna be banned. And obviously, I want to make sure I want to try and make sure that we have anti-cheat. Go for it.
Remember Classic Isle, which has replay system?
I was thinking about that, but I need to see how it's gonna. I need to see how it's gonna affect the server and FPS, because I want to.
You can make it as light as possible. You just make it just like the Classic Isle.
You know what? If we can, I was definitely thinking about that. So we probably will have something like a replay system that our admins can replay, so then we can catch anyone that's hacking.
My bad X.
No, you guys, don't worry, you're good. It's fine. But yeah, what's this? Not gonna lie, there should be a very very rare infection thing like. So we are going to have a system where your dragon can get sick, and you can pass it to other dragons. But maybe I shouldn't have said that. But anyway.
Someone's gonna get sick and then fly around as many dragons.
Or World of Warcraft pandemic moment. Who remembers that?
So
Father plays a lot of
what's going to be equivalent of the 18F? Okay, so if obviously you try and make the worst dragon possible by going instance of the instance, because like I said, I think LT, it's good to see you by the way. Like I said earlier, so technically, if you have incest, it's not 100% chance that your baby is gonna turn out terrible. it might turn out right, but it's a higher chance that it's gonna turn out terrible. And let's say that you keep going down a path to make the baby turn out terrible and terrible and terrible, then it's going to come to a point because the mutations aren't just going to affect your stats, they're going to affect the way your dragon is, how it looks, its wings, its eyes, its head. So it's just going to turn out to, and I guess an 18F baby is going to turn out to be a very disproportional dragon, and it might not even be able to fly. If it flies, it'll be leaning to one side.
It'd be very interesting if you could like breed the legs out of a dragon first, and now you just have a worm out of something that was supposed to have legs.
That would be crazy. That.
Like it's definitely something that would be abused, and you probably end up getting so many glitches out of it.
I definitely make sure that it doesn't, because the way we're doing it is that there's different variations in variables, so I need to make sure that you guys can't make legless dragons. I would say. But yeah, nah. So it's very interesting. We're trying to make it dynamic as possible and make it fun for you guys, and obviously make it cool. So everyone has the same stats, and everyone can build upon their stats. So XX. So basically, you can do quest or move around, and you build upon that stat. For example, if you take more damage, then you build up the stat because there's going to be a skill tree that you can see. You can't interact with it, but you can see the life experience of your dragon. So if you've been bit a lot and you survive, you're going to take less damage. You're going to build up like thicker skills. If you bite people more, you're going to do more damage because obviously you're going to build up that experience. If you fly more, you're going to be easier to fly because we're going to have a momentum system that everyone's going to take to get. It's going to take a while. Well, it depends how good you are, but it's going to be a learning curve. And obviously that's going to go to your skills. There's going to be certain skills that you guys can build upon by just playing the game. And then afterwards, you can build more upon that with your babies and your kids.
So essentially, if you get bit more while growing, you're going to have more of a resistance to it.
Exactly.
So what happens if you have friends and you use that to your advantage? And you just make a really strong dragon by your friends?
So
Just fighting you whenever you go.
So it depends. If you're in a clan, we're not gonna have obviously everyone's gonna be able to hit anyone. But if you're in a clan, the damage is gonna be reduced. So where they can still hit you, but it's not as much as if you're not in a clan. And in regards to that, that's a good question. What about your friend if you get someone to just bite you over and over again? Essentially, that's a good question to be fair. I need to think about that.
Infections.
In what?
You gotta heal off this the stuff from being trained, otherwise you get, like infections.
I see what you mean. Yeah, actually, I like that actually. So if you get built a lot over time, but then people can just wait maybe a day and then try again. So I actually need to make sure that it's not abused because that can actually be abused. To be fair.
I know I would abuse it.
that 100% can be abused. Yeah, to be fair. So I still want to try and do something like that because I want like everyday's experience to be used. But I'm thinking maybe
You get trained, but then you have to wait a certain amount of hours a day.
maybe a time limit or even maybe the player. If it's the same player that does it for a certain amount of time, maybe something happens. So I have to think about it. So,
Good example, Oblivion or Skyrim. You have Priest and a member that please rest up so you can level up.
okay, I like that. I think probably a time thing or just a bit of both. Definitely a time thing, then a bit of both. Yeah. Like the stats aren't going to level up crazy high because I still want people to be able to nest and actually build up to S stats because you are gonna start from F. Everyone's gonna start from F, and then you work your way to S. So you could be a
Fabulous.
so you could be a strong F, and then you obviously work, but even like a D or E is gonna be way stronger than you, or E or D, like my ABCs. My ABCs. But yeah. So everyone's gonna start F. You can build upon that, but obviously you want to get to S, and that's when you actually maximize your stats. Yes, if you can certify, there will be a scoring system. You will see that.
Yeah, like say your scales get torn off and there's a chance that they'll get covered and stuff.
Yeah, and even your wings, you can see rips on your wings. There will be a scar system.
So what happens if you get enough scars on your wings and will you make it so there won't be like a
Yeah, yeah.
You'll stop that because if you lose too much memory, you're dragging.
Yeah. It's not gonna be crazy though that you can get to that looks unrealistic, because I still want to make it look realistic.
You can make that entire system as well as like a cosmetic system. Then the players avoid getting their own cosmetics by killing each other.
How do you plan on getting around the clan prejudice? Because you said you will have somewhat of that.
So
There's a lot of clan prejudice and that makes the game somewhat toxic.
okay, that is very true. So I think that's kind of what X is saying as well with regards to the solo players. So in my head, what I was thinking, because I was thinking about, okay, in any game, obviously, if you're in a clan or a group, you're going to obviously have an advantage over someone that's solo. So in my head, I was thinking, what game does kind of solo play and kind of be okay? And I'll be honest, I was thinking a gameplay like, on the hour when you play the croc, you could be a solo and play the croc by yourself, to be fair. And like that kind of gameplay, I was thinking about. So I'm thinking with solos, I felt like maybe there will be certain dragons that are better when you play solo, if that makes sense. And obviously they're strong enough to fight against like groups or clans, but obviously not crazy strong. But they'll be restricted because, like, for example, let's say if we had a croc dragon. So a croc dragon, it's going to be stronger by itself, and it can grab a dragon and bring it into the water. If it's in a group, I think the croc dragon could probably can't be in a clan or something, and it can't be in a group. So there'll be dragons that you can be in a clan, and there's dragons that you can't be in a clan.
Like example, say Komodo dragons, they don't like being in groups.
Essentially, yeah.
You gotta debuff that if you're in a certain distance range within a group, you get a debuff.
Essentially, yeah. Actually, that even leads to the clan system. So with the clan system, how we're going to do it is that there's going to be a max limit of the clans. It's not going to be infinite. So in a clan, probably you can only have 100 people. Let's just say that for now. So let's say probably you could have 100 people in a clan, but you don't start at 100 people. When you start a clan, you'll be capped at like 30 or let's say 40. So you'll be capped at 30, 40 members, and you have to do quests to uncap it to get to the maximum clan size that you can get, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so you start like say a max clan with 5 people, do quests to increase the cap.
And those solo dragons are only able to be played solo.
Okay, that would make sense because you could still have like a clan person playing a solo dragon and still have the clan prejudice problem.
You could, but essentially, for example, let me use the same example as a croc. Because the map is an island, and we're in, obviously it's gonna be oceans, it's gonna be rivers. But example, a solo dragon is probably like, let's say a croc dragon. We're gonna have a croc dragon. If you're in a clan fight, or if you're fighting, that croc dragon can't fly. It can swim, but it can't fly. So even if you're fighting even if they try to use that dragon to fight against whoever, they're only limited to that environment or that biome, so they can't really chase. But then again, you can say that they can get other dragons to chase them down. Pretty rough, to be fair. So it's a bit of a tough one, because obviously you could do as much as you want, but if 100 people chase you, then That's not what you could do. But yeah, there will be there will be clan quests to help you uncap your clan so you can get more members in your clan. So a clan can't have the full access to, let's say, 100 members. Like Grim was saying, they start off at maybe 5 or 10 members, and they do quests and they can unlock more members so they can have a bigger clan. So I think
That
that
helps make it so clans are a little more intertwined in how they act towards each other.
yeah.
And how will clan leadership work?
So the clan leader will
You know,
just
Simon, I did my apologies.
no, go for it.
Would you please?
Okay, thank you. So the clan leader, I'm assuming you mean like will the clan leader get a buff or something like that?
No, because like in these you have the chieftain and you have the thunder chiefs, but the chieftain can easily take all power and the thunder chiefs would be just left in the dust, and then you have this tyrant of a chieftain. And the only thing you can really do is leave the clan to get away from it.
So, in regards to that, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But in regards to that, I feel like not much you can do. If someone started a clan and then they do craziness, I think it would be best to leave the clan. To be fair.
Yeah. I was just if there was another way you could divvy out power among
Like vote,
chieftain and like his council.
like vote out the leader.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
If
To be
you
fair.
pass that point, you'd be like, okay, you're no longer allowed to be the chieftain.
That is actually interesting. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It would add a little more dynamic to the clan ruling.
I like that. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of do like that. I can't.
Yeah.
Which application are you using again?
I'm sorry, what?
Which application modeling are you using again?
Oh yeah, I'm using ZBrush 2024.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm using an XP system.
Okay, back on to the clan topic. Will dragons be able to have emblems on them while they're in a clan as a cosmetic thing?
Oh, that'd be cool.
I would think of making obviously like a dragon. There'll be something on it, especially if you're a Kickstarter or Patreon. You can actually see, and obviously if you're the leader of a clan or chieftain, quote unquote, there will be like certain things that will be on your dragon that you can see in chat and in screen or in game.
Like in World of Warcraft, you can make your own banner. You can maybe do that.
Like for the clans, like oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I get what you're saying. Like you mean like for the clan, like a clan emblem, so everyone in that clan you can see like an emblem or something.
You can plaster on, say, the hip of your dragon or the wings of your dragon.
I need to think about that,
Yeah.
cause like I
That'd
said,
be really cool. The only downside would be it'd be a lot easier to hunt people down in a clan that you don't like.
yeah, that's very true. A branding system, maybe the dragon bites an emblem on your skin or something. That would be kind of cool. The leader or the chieftain could do that.
Sorry, keep going.
No, no,
You
good.
first, you first, you first, you first. Please.
Okay, I was thinking about the system and how you would make the banner within the game. Like it would obviously have to be like a little side thing that you'd have to make, but then you'd have to figure out what all things you want to add to it so that it's not like a copy and paste for each clan's banner.
Yeah. Wait, that's interesting too. I'll think about it.
And let people have the freedom of choice of what your banner looks like.
And maybe maybe like the community could every now and then there could be like a vote poll and people could submit art pieces.
Yeah.
And then there could be a vote on which piece they want to be added to the banner. Art pieces.
I like that.
So that it's not just one set of art, so then it just kind of becomes stagnant.
I like that idea.
My brain's not Englishing today.
Okay, nah. I found that you guys are giving us some good ideas. To be fair, do you know what? Yeah. Um, what's it called? Let me see. Dragon King, Exotic, and Papi. You guys are yeah. Okay, I think. Do you know what?
Still here.
Yeah.
They're just not talking.
Think. I think we got some good ideas here. To be fair, but yeah. Essentially, we're probably going to be here probably another 15 minutes, but I think obviously because you guys have given me some good ideas and obviously has been good audience, I think towards the end I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek. Um, this will be in our game updates for next week, but you guys, the people here, get to see it early. I see. So 15 minutes, I think. Yeah. In 15 minutes, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys something.
Lorik, that was the lemonade I was thinking about.
Let's see. But yeah, no, we're really excited. There's a lot of things we're working on. Well, let me see. Every question seems to be, how does this work? Will this system work like Dodd? Will this slash that be like the owl? But how would this game be different than Dodd slash the owl aside from the mechanics? What about toxic people treatment? What about DLCs? Is a dev gonna to make money or make a fun game for people? Are all of these future things you say about the game true? How many and how often are sneaks being released to the public? So, in regards to that, yeah, of 100%, well, I want to make the game fun. Like that's the whole point I made it. Because like I said, I used to play games with most of you guys, and I want to make a game that obviously that we can create those memories that we used to play, like that we used to have from certain games. The game is going to be different from obviously Dot and Owl. We're going to have new mechanics. It's going to feel like its own different game. Um, with regards to how people treat each other, obviously we're going to have a no tolerate on toxicness or this and that. And obviously I want to make sure that even our staff, I don't want there to be biased admins or crazy admins. I want to make sure that it's handled in regards to all our staffs. So obviously, gonna make sure you guys treat you guys. In regards to the sneak peeks, the thing is, there's a lot of stuff that we have that we don't show you guys because obviously we're doing stuff and we show you guys obviously stuff that we've done in the past. So all the game updates we've shown you guys is not us currently. It's probably us maybe a month ago, or a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. So in regards to sneak peeks, it's going to depend on obviously because obviously we're making a game and currently we are the ones paying for it. Me, Papi, and Dragon King. It costs money, so eventually we're gonna have to open up Patreon and Kickstarter. Because obviously it's cost us a lot of money. But like I said, before I even open up Kickstarter or Patreon, I wanted to make something good, like something playable, like a good trailer. So like the game is ready to go to show you guys that listen, we're actually making a good game. To show you guys that this is real and it's actually going to be fun for all of us to play. And then obviously I'm going to open up Patreon and Kickstarter and everything. That's why I'm investing a lot of my money into it, my time, and getting good developers because we have a great team right now. We have a good 3D artists, as you can see, Ayub. We have good animators. In fact, one of the animators is famous for some animations. I'll show you which one in a second. Then we have our map designer. He's amazing. Our sound artist, our soundtrack artist, and we put together a good team. And obviously we're gonna bring you guys a good game.
So, what's the timeline for early access? Like,
So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I want there to be a playable demo that everyone can try. Obviously, the people on Patreon are gonna try it first. Our content creators are probably gonna try it first, well earlier. But it's gonna be a playable demo early next year. I'm hoping, like I'm saying, I'm hoping that it's going to be between January and February. But how we're gonna do it is that, so we're gonna have two tiers where we're gonna have obviously like a demo that you guys can try out. You can go on the map. It's gonna be a section that's gonna be locked off. So you're gonna be a section of the map that you guys can play, and the rest of the map is locked off. But obviously the free demo is gonna be single player, and the people that on Patreon are gonna be able to play multiplayer on the servers and do whatever. So it's going to do like that to kind of have everyone can actually try the game, have a feel for it, see how the dragon moves. We're going to have this. There's going to be some stuff taken out, but the main thing, you can run, you can jump, you can learn the new mechanics, you can learn how to bite, fly, do whatever. One core, and yeah, do whatever. And obviously you can see the new systems like the seasons, the momentum system. There will be no nesting.
no nesting, you said?
In the free demo, and like that's basically next month or the month after. So there'll probably be no nesting.
The base game, like the main game?
No, in the main game there's gonna be nesting, but I'm saying the free demo.
Okay.
Yeah, the free demo that's coming out, like I said, roughly 2025 January February around that time.
Right.
Sounds good.
Dave, I got an idea.
Yeah.
The game's gonna be paid for, correct?
What do you mean paid for?
Like, I've talked about me going Steam and buying.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's an idea. Have the free demo as a tryout.
Yeah. No, but I think.
Can play it.
Yeah.
If you like it, then you get it and buy it full thing.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it there basically on forever basically. We're gonna keep it there that people can get access to it.
I noticed a lot of games starting to do that, use the demo as a tryout.
I'm looking. I'm looking forward to you guys trying it out. I'm looking forward to playing with you guys. Obviously, someone asked me this question. I found it funny. I actually also want to be able to play the game as well. But obviously, someone said, "How can I play the game? It's not gonna be fair because I know everything." And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So it's a bit rough. Yeah, like have a demo, and if you like it, yeah.
I mean, okay, so yeah, you're gonna know all the ins and outs of the game, but you also need to play your own games.
Exactly. Like I want to like my own game. You get what I'm saying? So I want to play.
Like, I don't be like a Joe.
Yeah.
Joe doesn't play what he wants to play.
Yeah. So
Fucking get me to that. All costs.
I'll probably be a solo if I play.
We're all dance.
Would this game be on an adult only game? No, it's not gonna be adult only. No, like I said earlier, you need to move around if you actually want to grow fast. So you can't really sit in a bush for 10 days.
What kind of food sources are we looking
That-
at as hatches?
The full access game will be, you need to pay for it on Steam. So Hachis, so the different dragons, there's going to be some sort of a diet system, but it's not going to be exact like diet system. So we're going to have AIs, like I said, there's going to be
That system like that?
kind of, but not like that. So there's going to be different AIs. We're going to have a herd AI that roams around the whole map. In spring, they have, in spring, the herd is going to have babies and everything. And then obviously winter, they're just roaming around the whole map. So if you're adult, you're going to look for the herd and try and kill it. Obviously, they're going to respawn if you kill them. But then they roam around the whole map to go in like a migration pattern. Then we're going to have certain smaller AIs like lizards or even insects that, like flying insects that the hatchies can go after and kill. We're going to have other AIs that can actually hurt you. We're gonna have AIs that in a certain biome they'll be on trees and they can jump onto you when you fly through the trees. We're gonna have AIs in the water. So we're gonna obviously make it intricate. So it's not just the play just worry about. Certain AIs actually can actually kind of hurt you, especially when you're a baby as well.
This sounds promising as fuck. I'm excited.
Yeah, nah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Like, I wish I could tell you guys more. I feel like I've said a lot to be fair, but it's looking good.
You have.
David, no one's saying you can't, though, you know?
No, no. There's so many other things that I could say and I could share, but I can't. Like, I've given you guys a lot of info right now, but there's way more to come and there's way more to show. Like you guys haven't even seen anything yet.
How many different dragon types are you gonna have, like, at the end? Like,
So at launch,
what's it? Are you gonna keep
yeah.
introducing new
Okay. Okay.
So
What?
it's kind of.
Wait, say it again. Sorry.
So, like, say your base game is done,
Mhm.
ready for release,
Mhm.
it's ready to be played.
Mhm.
Future updates, are you gonna implement more dragons?
Yeah, yes,
more
yes,
AI?
yeah, yes. We're gonna do all of that. So it's gonna keep growing. So when the game comes out, we're hoping to have 6 playables. 100% 5 playables, but I'm hoping to get 6 playables in there. And then obviously want to keep adding.
Hey, Dave, I gave you an idea that DMs that would benefit long run, and well, it's a good idea.
Okay, I'll definitely check it out. And
I don't want anyone else to see it though.
yeah, no worries. And XXS, we're gonna do that. There will be trailers, there will be sneak peeks, there will be exciting trailers actually that shows how cool a dragon is soon. Actually, let me say this one little deal, and then after that I'm not gonna say anything anymore. No more questions, because I've said a lot already. Because but I want to say this deal because it's kind of cool. So in winter, say if you're lying on the ground, obviously the snow is gonna pile up, and the snow will actually pile up on your dragon whilst you're sleeping, and then when you wake up, it's gonna be like cool animation. But yeah, that's after that. No more, no more,
It's really cool.
no more.
Detail. It sounds like y'all have, like, really thought out these mechanics.
100%. I wanted, for example, Red Dead was so intricate, like it felt real. Like I want the game to feel like that. It's not just you just pop something out from nowhere. I want it to feel alive.
You guys already look leagues away, or leagues ahead of Dodd. I don't know what the fuck Jab has going on right now.
He is really in his mind right now.
I mean, leagues ahead.
Egotistic
Leagues.
swing.
I don't fucking know what he's doing. He's
Alright.
doing something.
Alright.
Twiddling his thumbs and waiting for people to be like, oh my god, this is great. But anyway,
Let me
This
see.
sounds